Gamebridge Super League weekend concludes out west in Spokane. It's the reverse fixture of a 0-0 draw 2 weeks ago. Both Spokane and Lexington are hungry to get more out of this match the second go-around. Welcome one and all to One Spokane Stadium. Mark Schoenster and Christine Huber with you on Peacock as we welcome you in on the broadcast. These two teams enter the evening third and fourth, and they stay that way as it stands right now. There's been something in the air this evening, some crazy games, Christine, to start off this Saturday slate. Let's see just how chaotic this match turns out to be, because chaos has not been on the docket for either of these teams as of late. 3 straight clean sheets for Spokane Zephyr. They take pride on the defensive end.
They have been impressive on that defensive end. Their scoring has lagged as they've had difficulty putting the ball in the back of the net. But with Zierenberg becoming healthy, could she be the answer?
We'll see what they could do on that end, and they've got their hands full defensively this evening, but they've already gotten 1 clean sheet against Lexington. We'll see if they could do it again tonight. Now looking at Lexington's recent form, they've also been getting clean sheets, but you've got to look at the goals right now.
Red hot offensively. They scored 3 in each half last week against Dallas. The big thing with Lexington, they have only conceded 4 goals so far this season compared to a whopping 62 last season.
That's 2.2 goals allowed per game last season to 0.8 per game this season in the early stages. Also worth mentioning, 5-match unbeaten streak, already a club record. Now, you got to be good on both ends of the ball, and these rosters both have the star power there to fulfill that requirement.
Heisey, reigning MVP goalkeeper, 3 shutouts, lead the leagues in saves. She's working with Solano, good at finishing, and shows the ability to score in key moments. On the flip side, Ashman leads the back line, great presence, calm emotion, also 3 shutouts, and she's going to be working with Barry, a true number 9 that can score in different ways. She really leads this Lexington group.
And this is just a handful of the star power we've got in this match here this evening. There's so many names you can highlight, but which one will shine the brightest this night? It's round 2 of Spokane and Lexington. Kickoff and lineups are up next on Peacock. We cannot wait to get this one going.
Clark, amazing at assists. Gamebridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, great at assists. Gamebridge, great at assists for your savings.
We are just a few moments away from Spokane Zephyr FC and Lexington SC doing battle for the second time this season. Mark Schoenster, Christine Huber with you on Peacock. We're itching to get this one going, and so are these players. Here are a look at the starting 11s. First off, for Josh McAllister's side.
They're going to come out in a 4-3-3. There's 2 changes to the lineup compared to last game. We have Jessica Nick. She is back in the starting lineup in that left midfield area, and the exciting one will be Cook. up top. Look for her to hold that ball up, and she's going to bring a lot of offense for Spokane.
Lena Solano going to be a super sub option off the bench. Meanwhile, this is what Matt Kemi's rocking with.
And if it's not broke, don't fix it. It's the same starting lineup as last game. We're going to see McCain just play a little higher up there, and she's going to push Barry to stretch that field. And let's see if Lexington can keep their winning ways.
And here is a look at the man in charge for Lexington, Matt Kemi. Been really happy with the way the team has been working here in the early stages of the season. But he and them believe they still got another gear to them, which is kind of crazy to say after a 6-goal performance last time out at home against Dallas. Rocking the cotton candy uniforms. Meanwhile, finally home sweet home, Josh McAllister, the interim man in charge of Spokane Zephyr. And look, right now it's sort of a battle of an explosive offense against what's been a suffocating defense as of late. They just won't let anything through. They will be sporting the black unis. And we are ready to get things going here. Irina Petranok, our head official. Officiating crew will be in blue this evening. Lexington going left to right. It's right to left for Spokane. And here we go. Round 2 of Spokane Zephyr and Lexington. Let's see if this one will determine a victor or if either side will score. It was a 0-0 draw last time out. Both sides stingy enough to hang tight, secure a point in that affair. But this second clash, a change of venue all the way out west. Been an excellent slate of games today in the Gamebridge Super League. Starting off with what was a 3-3 thriller between Brooklyn and Sporting Jacks, and a 3-2 game between Carolina Ascent and DC Power FC, which just recently went full-time. And then still about 20 more minutes to go in the championship game rematch between Fort Lauderdale and Tampa Bay.
And I've been so impressed this season, right? We're entering week 7. There have not been many blowouts at all. Obviously, last week, Lexington versus Dallas. But besides that, not many. All the games have been so tight.
Just that level of quality taking a jump forward here in year 2. And that's exactly what you want to see as a new league. You're just in those inaugural stages as a competition, and so you're hoping each year you take that jump for the first few years, and it certainly seems like that's the case here in the 25-26 season. Running down this right-hand side, Cameron Tucker. One-on-one with Johnson. Tucker still going. Over in the right channel. Ball will sail over top. Brought down by Braun. Knocked away. A lot of traveling to start off the year for Spokane, and now they have to reap the rewards of it. 5 of their next 6 games, counting this one, are at home, which, wow, as this one will fall through for Cook. Won't be able to reel it in or roll out for a goal kick, and this is a chance to get you the keys to the game presented by Ford. Christine, what have you got for us?
Spokane, it is clutch that they continue with their defensive organization. They have to come back and keep Lexington nice and wide. And for Lexington, they want to control possession and the tempo today. Drag Spokane out of position, and that's going to open up space and gaps for them to work through.
Let's see if the Spokane team can assert themselves here at home during this stretch. Josh McAllister, the interim man, talked about just how proud of the group he's been to start off the year. Look, you have 25% of your season in the first month. That's tough. That is not easy for any team, especially one that has to travel as much as Spokane does. And you could make excuses, but He was telling us that the players have not complained about it. They've stayed dialed in. And now that they're here for this home stretch, you could feel their excitement because this is a special place to play. Always a great atmosphere with the Spokane faithful. And they get to turn the tables now.
We've talked to other coaches just about the travel, and they all say the same thing. Look, these are professional athletes, right? It's their job, it's what they do. But I tell you, Spokane is so happy to finally be at home and just sleep with their own pillow.
Those hotels get a little old after a while.
Yes.
And now a set piece incoming. Sophia Braun. She'll play it to the middle. McCoy rips it herself. And it'll blaze wide. You know, sometimes the best defense is good offense. Spokane Zephyr trying to keep the ball here and ask questions and keep it out of the possession of some of those dangerous Lexington attackers. 6 goals in that last game, and Matt Kemme was pleased they came because they were struggling to find the back of the net for a spell of matches, and they knew they were coming, and then boy, did they all break through at the same time. It was like a dam bursting. Suddenly, they were scoring any way they wanted to score. They've been hungry to get on the board, and apparently going into that game, they were very purposeful in training to figure out and find the solution to converting the chances they'd been creating because they were pretty happy with everything up to the final product. It was just about putting the darn ball in.
And he said they're just getting started. That's the scary part with that. You score 6 goals against Dallas, and the coach is like, more to come.
Zierenberg curling in the ball, punched away, but it's still loose. Kat Asman getting her fists on it. Second ball swung around, parried away. McCoy pulling it over to the left-hand side, out of bounds. A moment of reprieve for Lexington. Tonight's injury report is brought to you by Kinetic Chiropractic, a modern approach to chiropractic care. Relatively healthy for these two sides. Spokane, the 2 on that list, a little bit more on the long-term side of things. So names that they're expecting to be missing as that one sneaks through. Could be something dangerous here. Throwing around to Sarah Griffith. Plays it back to Fung. Bourgeois over in the right channel. Lofted ball is caught by Heisey. We've now seen both goalkeepers be called to action on a cross. You expect both of them to make some big plays throughout this match. That was a brick wall there. Hannah Johnson not letting anything go through.
It's really going to take some special shots to get by either of these keepers today.
Kat Asman, 25 years old. Rolled over to Pantuso. Spokane, last time out we're on the road, got a 1-0 victory against the Carolina Ascent. The game, they took a 1-0 lead in the first half and were able to hang on to that one for the rest of the match, but ultimately, Josh McAllister and company were not really pleased with how that first half looked, just wasn't clean enough, although we're pretty defensively solid. Then Carolina missed a penalty that seemed to jolt them into good form for the rest of the game. They settled in the second half. And if you look at any of the metrics that they value, the second half numbers were significantly better. So it's about carrying that into this game and going forward. But I've said it once, I'll say it a million times. A road 3 points is a road 3 points. No matter how ugly it could look, you're gonna take it and you're gonna run with it.
As we saw last season, those ties versus wins really came down to that final week to determine who made playoffs and who was going home.
Carrying it forward once again is Spokane. Thomas takes it to the, or plays it to the corner, I should say. And Hannah Johnson once again showing some quality there on the left-hand side. McCoy. Exchanging with Reese Tappan. The two of them, the center back pairing on a Spokane Zephyr team that has been stingy to say the least. 3 straight clean sheets. Last time they conceded was September 6th, so it's nearly been a month. Barry rolling it to her left for Griffith. We already said it. This Lexington team thinks they've got another gear to them. They feel they're just getting started. Matt Kemi talked about how focused they've been in training this week, and he's been really proud of them. I couldn't blame someone if after scoring 6 goals you go, oh, okay, we figured it out. We're good. But they've stayed dialed in. And here they come again. Griffith sliding it through for Ekic. Knocked away. Amina Ekic on the ball. Last year's most valuable player. Swings the cross inside, headed upward. Ekic, first time back in Spokane after being sold for a record transfer fee to Lexington from Spokane. Bourgeois trying to feed it forward, and it's knocked away. Potentially a counterattack now for Spokane. Here's Zierenberg. She's pushed to the ground by Catherine Barry. And a free kick ensuing. And Barry, one of the potent goal scorers. Go ahead.
And an early yellow card there, but deserving of it. And we talked about what Zierenberg can bring for this Spokane offense, and this is exactly it. She gets the ball at her feet, and she's just accelerating with such pace. All Barry can do is take her down.
Deceptionally quick is how she was described to us by Josh McAllister. You don't realize just how quickly she can move. And now she'll be demonstrating a different skill set from the set piece. Zierenberg. With jerseys lined up on the edge of the 18. Lofted in, headed down, but not cleared. Shot towards goal. Caught by Asman. Arissa Mart getting that shot off, but won't be too difficult for Asman to handle.
She got it on target, but just not enough pace. Not enough mustard on this one to make it through. Asman just gobbles that one up.
Well, here's the thing you can give kudos to, though, is you take a shot through the woods. You never know if you're going to glance a deflection, and then that could really throw off the goalkeeper, and then suddenly you're up 1-0. You sometimes got to put it through that mess to see, all right, you're going to roll the dice and see if you get a little lucky.
And I have a feeling that could be the type of goal that we see scored today. Direct shots are not going to do it, right? There has to be deflection, something a little wonky to get by these goalkeepers. Or if you're in the build-up, maybe a nice cross on the ground across the 6 that gets them to shift from near post all the way to far post, which opens up the goal for the attackers.
Yeah, it's either going to be something brilliant or something that introduces a little unpredictability to the game. And that's just what it takes when you go up against a team that's not easy to concede, and that's what both of these teams have proven so far this year. Oh, that's chipped forward nicely, breaking through. It's a good deflection, and it's cleared away. Hope Heisey and company stand tall. Service caught by the goalkeeper. Addie McCain tried to break through. She was denied by the joint effort. And then the second time around, Hope Heisey cleaned it up herself. Ekic driving it ahead. Barry didn't look like she was quite making the run yet. Now we will get a free kick here. Footballer Fuel. Scan now and you will win one of 20 unique restaurant discounts. Thank you Caruso's, The Burger Dock, Flat Stick Pub, TT's Barbecue, Casa Tap House, IHOP, and Method Juice Cafe. A lot of good options in there. Last time these two teams played, it was very interesting talking to both these coaches about that 0-0 draw because in a way, the conclusion that they both came to was similar, even if their assessments were also, in a way, the same about the way the match went, because Josh McAllister was proud of how resolute his side was, but him and the players were not pleased with the performance. They did too much defending. They have to keep the ball longer in this match, which they've done a decent job of so far in this game. And he felt they could play them at a much higher level, and the players were itching to get another chance at playing Lexington. He thought they needed to dictate the game more and have a little bit more possession so you can recover. Meanwhile, on the other side, Matt Kemme also was telling us that the players were itching to play Spokane again because they thought they let one get away, because they had so many dangerous attacking opportunities and they just weren't good enough in the box. But he knows that Spokane are going to come out and give them a better shot this time around. He talked about the dangerous attacking players in transition, how they can morph their shape throughout a game. But he said, we want to showcase our improved selves now that we figured out the goal scoring thing with 6 last time out. So it's a match that both teams were really ready to have happen again because neither one of them were pleased with how the previous fixture went.
And we had 2 great chats with these coaches.
Oh, yeah.
And you can tell how much they demand of their players and how the players react positively to it. And everybody, from the coaching staff to the players, everybody wants to be better and wants to do better.
In the left channel, trying to work their way inside. Here's a cross. Falls to the lap, and it goes wide. Oh, that's a big opportunity. Let's look at this one again. Catherine Berry with a great opportunity.
Great one-on-one, gets the service in. A very, very lucky bounce there. Or unlucky bounce, I should say, because it's hard for Barry to keep that ball down and under control. She's looking for a corner. Just a very awkward play there, and Barry unable to finish.
It was well worked to get up to that point, and then the bounce just getting away from Catherine Berry. 4 goals scored this season. Nearly had her 5th. Everyone trying to catch up right now with Ashlyn Puerta of Sporting Jacks, who has 6. Here come Lexington again. Shot from distance, well off target. Windermere Foundation is thrilled to welcome our Charity of the Month. It's more than a home, it's a way to give back. Please visit our site at www.windermerefoundation.com. 0-0 your scoreline right now after nearly 20 minutes. both sides have had their forays in the attack, but both sides have also shown how quality they are on the defensive end as well. We knew we were going to get some good goalkeeping. We knew we'd have some quality defending, and we've seen that so far. Ulmer will play it out left, and it couldn't be brought in by Griffith. Always love hearing some drumming and music being played at a soccer game. It's just right. It's a needed addition at any game. This is game 4 of 4 on the day, as full of a slate as it could possibly be this season with 9 teams in the Gamebridge Super League. The only other game that's still in action is the championship game rematch between Tampa Bay and Fort Lauderdale, which is really a reenactment because they've gone the full 90 minutes without a goal scored. That game winner not being scored till extra time in that affair last season to close out the season. They didn't get the memo that goals were supposed to be scored today because you look at those first two matches.
Every other game had them. But they're sticking with the close game theory of this season so far.
Margins have been so razor thin, and you talk to any coach in the league and they all are very quick to say that in general, the quality of the league and of each team is higher than last year. The water's risen up. Every single boat is bigger, stronger. Griffith. Nice sliding pass through. McCain tried to cut it across. Perhaps a pass too many there for Lexington.
I like the idea though, right? Because think about it. Heisey has that angle cut down. We know, reigning goalkeeper of the year. Anything easy, she's going to get a save on, right? So this is what I'm talking about. That ball that she was trying to send across, that's going to make Heisey move. She has the near post cover. It's going to open up that far post as Heisey shifts, and it should be an easy finish.
This is the ICCU corner kick, your financial success fan club. Ekich's service over top. Will be tracked down now by Hannah Schartz and rolls out of play. That'll be a throw-in for Lexington.
And Schartz has just one of these amazing throw-ins. It's like a corner kick every single time Lexington has a throw-in in their final third.
You know, it's headed along nicely there. No one on the receiving end, though, after the additional header. You like the way it looks. Seems like a hair tug happened there. Elite Minds. Unlock your mind, unlock your game. Visit our website today. It's an elite matchup this evening between Spokane and Lexington. Watching as both sides are moving their chess pieces around, trying to see how they can capture an advantage. Wheeler couldn't reel that one in. Quick throw in from Bourgeois. And it'll be another corner kick, another ICCU corner kick. There's Amina Ekich. She'll provide the service once again. This time it's played short. Ekich from the corner, chops it inside. Not a bad-looking ball, but no one could get on it cleanly. Once again, well marked by Spokane.
I like that decision for the short corner there by Lexington. They saw the numbers up situation and took advantage of it.
Pantuso lets it rip. A bit of a barrage here for the visitors. Trying to see if they can keep pressing Spokane into a deeper and deeper position. This is a spell of possession that the home side are trying to avoid this go-around. They fell into this situation frequently in the first game. It is so hard, though, because this is a quality Lexington team that they just have the stuff to put you in this spot. How about that searching pass for Barry? Too far ahead.
I think Lexington does well in open space and bigger fields. They really use the entire field's width, and that's what we're going to see today. The ball's going to do the work, and they're going to move the ball side to side. Shift Spokane's defense from side to side. That'll open up the gaps.
You're really challenging them to stay mentally focused and keep all their dots crossed. And another interesting thing about that strategy too, Christine, is that this is a Spokane team that currently leads the league in passes, so they're usually the one that is knocking the ball around. So it's another objective for Lexington to do that, just because it puts the home side at a position that they're not usually in, as this ball over top finds Cook. Ali Cook steps inside, slides it over to the left for Zierenberg. Zierenberg fires! Tried to pick out the far post. Not quite enough curl, though.
How dangerous is Zierenberg? I mean, her impact already in this first half. And wow, she was picking out that side netting right there. Just a bit wide.
Was looking for a class finish there.
And Asman had that far post covered, which was crazy enough.
The counterattack opportunity, though, for this Spokane team. Core Institute, your wellness playground. Now with that little jolt of positivity, Spokane will now try to have the ball once more. This is where that rest in possession idea becomes really important for Josh McAllister and his unit. There are so many dangerous attacking proponents on this Lexington team. So if you can have the ball and get them to wear out without possession, all the better. Get those strikers in particular chasing you down, so then they don't quite have the same legs in them when they're going forward. McCain, that pass is too far ahead. Opaisi steps up and collects.
Tough needle to thread there on that pass. But you're right? Both teams, they want to use the width. They want to use all the field that they can. Got to let the ball do the work, because it's going to be a long 90 minutes if they're going to keep sending the forwards off on 30 and 40-yard sprints. And that's from both sides, right? Mm-hmm. We see right now, the chess pieces like you talked about, no one's really broken through yet. Everyone's just calm, composed, knocking the ball about, but eventually the openings will be shown.
Zierenberg takes a tumble, but play will go on. Euler, one-on-one, swings it across the middle. Now poked over to the right-hand side. Tucker tried to get there. It's cleared away. Some emergency defending. And now, after advantage was played, a yellow card will be issued. That'll be given to to Alyssa Bourgeois, her second of the season.
Excellent officiating right there. Let the play continue. Let it play out. The referee had the foul called in her head, and then she goes and issues the correct yellow card.
Ball sent inside, headed away. Spokane will reload. Euler. That deflection works well for the home side. The play ahead for Zierenberg doesn't quite reach her, but she keeps applying pressure. Zierenberg giving Bourgeois some fits here. Well held up by McCain. Griffith still carrying it. Way to track back Allie Cook. So neither side has been able to break through so far. Spokane looking for another straight shutout, would be 4 in a row, and they're really starting to take pride in that. Josh McAllister saying that's what we start with, because it's gonna sound like Captain Obvious here, but that's what I'm paid to do, which is that limiting chances is gonna put you in a good position to win games. And Josh McAllister said when he put, and we'll have to hold that thought for a moment, Lexington on the attack, punched over by Heisey. Amina Ekic with the run down the left-hand side.
And how about this, reigning player of the year going against reigning goalkeeper of the year. We are going to see that battle all night long. The question is going to be, at the end of the night, who's going to win that battle?
Who will be the last one laughing? Both will have their chances to shine, that's for certain. This will be an ICCU corner kick, your financial success fan club. Ball whipped in and caught by Heisey. Zierenberg running down quickly. She'll step inside. Well stood up though by Hannah Johnson, who has been really good in this game so far.
That's a nice stick. Nice defensive stick there.
As I was saying prior to that last offensive interaction, Josh McAllister said, look, when you have a team that takes as much pride in clean sheets as they do goals, you're going to be in every match you play in, and that's the state that this Spokane team is in right now. They want to be tough to beat, tough to break down. And they really like what they have in their offensive weapons. Cook, Tucker, Zierenberg, especially with Zierenberg getting herself back into the lineup. Picked up a preseason knock that, in a way, delayed her entrance, her proper introduction into the league.
Yeah, she's been out for about 3 weeks now, so it's nice to see her back, and what a difference she has made already just in this first half.
Offside flag goes up. Scan the QR code to vote for your favorite Lumber Beard co-branded can. The winnings can be sold in stadiums and select stores next month. Lumber Beard, your preferred craft brewery partner of USL Spokane. Let's look at Mac Hemme and his coaching staff. They feel they've got a really good roster this season. He was talking about how hard it is to select an 18 for any given game. He's hoping that maybe they change it to 20 at some point in time, because it just feels bad having to not include particular players in that roster for a game day. Different games are going to offer different challenges, so you're going to tweak who gets included game to game. He's been really pleased with the whole group 5 to 6 games in. He said, we have 24 players, and he thinks the 24th player could start in this league, which that says a lot about how deep your roster is. Spokane, though, on the other side. Ball knocked away for a corner kick.
And if you're Lexington, that's a good problem to have. You have 24 quality players from top to bottom who are pushing each other every single day in practice. Not every team can say that.
First corner kick of the evening for the home side as we look at this opportunity again.
And these are the type of crosses, the type of balls that are going to work to get by Asman in goal.
This is an ICCU corner kick, your financial success fan club. Zierenberg. Ball dips down, headed back across. Nearly a dangerous collision there, but Kat Asman was ready to spin off the contact. Now it's Ekic all by herself.
Against 8 Spokane players. Look at them all get back and behind the ball.
Ekic will take it over to the corner as she awaits for some backup.
Tell me your player of the year without telling me your player of the year, as you're not triple teamed, but 8 players surrounding you.
A fouling effort from Lexington. Select the official match ball supplier of the Gamebridge Super League and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Cook will chase this one down. Ali Cook plays it into the middle. Knocked away nicely. That's where the production has been in this game for both sides, coming down these wings and then whipping it into the middle. Neither side's going to give up the center.
Both teams just using that width. And not the cleanest through ball there, but it made it through.
Stepping to that one. Braun. Where do they go now, Spokane? It's Cook. Ali Cook floats up the service over the head of Zierenberg. Griffith just keeping that one in play, and Braun tried to scoop that one up for Spokane.
And just something to keep an eye on, Lexington is playing this high defensive line, and we've seen this the past few weeks from them where opponents just can't seem to figure it out. I think Spokane, especially after seeing this now for 36 minutes and going into halftime, once they make a few adjustments, they're going to be able to dribble at that far line and then get a layoff or a combo 1-2 to get by it.
Ball sent over to the right-hand side and beyond the outstretch of Haley Thomas. This game is seesawed back and forth at this point. Each side enjoying spells with the ball in the attacking half. Poking, prodding, asking questions that have all been answered by the opposition, no matter where they've come from so far. Well, under 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go. One of these teams find an edge before going into the halftime break. This one will roll all the way through for Asman. Lexington be very patient with their restarting here. Asman launches it down the field. Tucker doing well there. Here's Thomas. Thomas sends it inside, and it's caught by Asman. Wow. Stretching out like a wide receiver there.
Yeah, what a great snag by Asman.
Maloney from the Orlando Pride has been the woman they've looked to in goal this season.
She makes it look easy, but I tell you, it's not. That's tough to time right there. With that diagonal cross coming in, timing her jump.
This will be tapped back by McCoy. And it spins overhead, out for a throw-in for Lexington. Launched into the penalty area. Spills back out to Bourgeois. Headed along and claimed by Heisey before Barry can even think about getting a foot on the ball. Heisey surveying her options. Thomas throws it in and spills out to Jaskinek. Zierenberg cuts it inside. It's returned back to her. Zierenberg switching the point of attack, or at least attempting to. Tucker has it poked away, and McCain will reset things for Lexington. Lexington pretty well adjusted now to Spokane. Left on Thursday to get over here. Practiced on the surface on Friday. It's a really good setup for teams that visit Spokane. Everything is in walking distance. The stadium, some good restaurants, which I'm sure they have a lot of great inside sources on where to go and get some good food. Every time I've gotten to talk to a coach or a team about a road trip to Lexington, they always have great things to say about the hospitality and the arrangement that these visiting teams have. Cook, the pass is deflected and will go out for a corner kick.
Nice build up there by Spokane, just getting that ball forward, shifting Lexington's defense and getting across the box.
And those efforts will earn them an ICCU corner kick, Financial Success Fan Club. From the left corner flag. Service is driven in. Go out wide to the right-hand side. The Gamebridge Super League season is in full swing. Visit GamebridgeSuperLeague.com for all the latest information, analysis, and insight into all things Gamebridge Super League. Cook whipping this one in, caught by Asman. Kat Asman rolls it forward. Bourgeois plays it back to her center back, Allison Pantuso. Ekic tried to chip it over Euler, but Euler was big enough to block it. Now she'll escort this one down the pitch. That's a tall order. It looks like it was kept in play,
nice save.
But Euler end up being the winner there anyway. A little too much pushing from Bourgeois.
She's not too happy about that call, but I tell you, Ekic is all over the pitch, right? We've seen her on the left side, we've seen her in the middle, we've seen her on the right. She's getting all the way to the end line.
Hope Heisey. Booted ball down the pitch. And a bit of a misfire on the back line. Pressure rewarded for Spokane. Euler knees it up to Ali Cook. Now they'll roll over to the right-hand side. The run's being made, and maybe a bit too over-exuberant on the pass. Thomas was making the run. There's a little too much pace on the service to her.
It was a right build-up, though, by Spokane. I liked it, right? A little short. Get the ball to the middle, send it long up to the outside flank, and then you look to split two defenders.
Cook. That's a lot of space out there for Cam Tucker. Tucker still pushing forward, steps inside, and that is a much-needed challenge. The tackle poking it away from Tucker as she was trying to cut into the middle. And now Lexington tried to go in the opposite direction. Ekic will track this one down. Amina Ekic tries to fire. That's a great block on the other end. We have seen some great individual defensive interjections. And there is the halftime whistle. No stoppage time will be added on here. 0-0 after now 3 halves of action between Lexington and Spokane. Neither side will budge. Both sides this go around asking the questions, but each unit capable of shutting it down at every opportunity.
That first half, it's been pretty even. Spokane a little bit better on the possession side, but yet they've been getting in and, Lexington's been getting in and breaking through into the box. So there's gonna be some chess match moves made by each of these coaches at halftime. Let's see what adjustments are to be done.
Well, we're excited to see what happens when action resumes. But first, let's talk about what took place in the first 45, and we've got a special guest. Hope Heisey is joining us on the broadcast. Hope, after 45 minutes, your side has kept it shut down. What have you liked about the way your team has held up this very offensive Lexington team?
Yeah, I think we've done well forcing it out wide and defending the cross inside. I think we can do a bit better defending stoppages when the ball goes out of play, but for the most part, we have a great defensive group, and I think that showed this half.
From your view in the back, what do you think your team needs to do to break through this Lexington line to get some goals?
Yeah, I think we're just missing that final pass. I think we get up there and we're forcing it a lot. I think if we can keep the ball more, that'll help us defensively, not having to defend so much. So I think if we just keep the ball more, circulate it instead of forcing it in.
Hope, we appreciate you hopping on. Go get back with your group. We thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
All right, so after 45 minutes, nothing could separate these two sides. What kind of adjustments will be made to see if one of them could break through in the second half? We're eager to see what takes place. But first, halftime coming your way on Peacock. We'll return after this break.
Picture-perfect technical goalkeeping. Tampa Bay has done it! Wait, come back! Wait, come back, I need more help.
Take a loan off and take a loan for free.
Today we went to the beach, and it was
Put the loan right on me.
totally worth it. Get double points this fall at Best Western.
At Eastern Washington University, students and faculty work side by side to restore a lost prairie and decrease our carbon footprint. Composers are writing music to help us understand how salmon migrate. And urban and regional planning students partner with cities to gather the data they need to address homelessness. Interdisciplinary education that gets real about the real world. That's Eastern Washington University and you.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a Bronco Sport Wild Edition for $339 a month for 36 months, or purchase with $3.9 for 36 and get $2,000 wild bonus cash.
Welcome you back as the sun is sinking down in Spokane. 0-0 after 45 minutes. Nothing can separate these two sides. We're here on Peacock. Mark Schoenster, Christine Huber with you. Let's talk about some of the league's talking points. First off, Ashlyn Puerta, 6 goals. She's the player of the month, but we're talking about 6 goals. We already touched base on it. Lexington had all 6 of them in a game just last time out against Dallas. But I would like to, for a moment, talk about the mini pitches that are being built by the Gamebridge Super League in local areas. The first one having just been built in Jacksonville. That's great for growing the game.
Gamebridge Super League always giving back to the community, always getting involved, and this is just another example.
Well, let's take a look at how the Gamebridge Super League is doing as far as the scores go. 3-3. I mean, that game was chaotic in New York.
Insane.
And then similarly, Carolina and DC, I mean, that was one heck of a match. Carolina go up 2-0. Power FC come back to make it 2-2. And then a late winner for Carolina to give them all 3 points. And then the championship rematch, 0-0. Nothing to separate those two sides. Meanwhile, of course, nothing to separate these two after 45 minutes. We'll wait to see if that changes in the second half of action. Well, fans, we have an opportunity for you. Scan now and you will win one of 20 unique restaurant discounts. Thank you, Caruso's, The Burger Dock, Flatstick Pub, TT's Barbecue, Casa Tap House, IHOP, and Method Juice Cafe. 0-0 after 45 minutes. Got more halftime content coming your way after this break on Peacock. Nothing to separate Spokane, Zephyr FC, and Lexington SC after 45 minutes of action. Mark Schoenster, Christine Huber with you on Peacock. Let's recap what took place, because although there are no goals, there was certainly action. It was a 45 minutes that really flew by, Christine, and both sides had some pretty good opportunities.
And the goalkeepers have been putting in work today, showing why they have 3 clean sheets already, as we see Asman there with this diving save.
She makes the stop 10 minutes later. It would once again be Spokane asking the questions. A long ball over the top. Mart plays it across nicely to Zierenberg, and this was almost a beaut.
Just about a yard wide. She just needed to put a little more bend on it, but a great shot by Zierenberg.
Action would continue, and then an opportunity generated, well, flicked on by McCain, as this one was brought in by Ekic. MVP versus goalkeeper of the year.
Both showing what they can do right there.
Grab your popcorn. That's what we're expecting to see as this game continues, as we look at the halftime numbers, and pretty even. A few more shots for Lexington, but ultimately it's a marginal difference.
Yeah, and Spokane, like I said, was dominating possession, or I'll say have more possession, not dominate. But Lexington, I feel like, was able to get better opportunities, and as you see here, they got more shots.
Well, those are the numbers after 45 minutes. What does the second 45 minutes have in store? Just one more break. When we come back, we kick this off again. It's Spokane versus Lexington after this on Peacock. Hello, Zephyr fans. Scan the QR code for your chance to win a $100 gift card to Rosauer Supermarkets, official grocery store for Spokane Velocity and Zephyr FC. We welcome you back for the second half of action here on Peacock. Mark Schoenster, Christine Huber with you. Both sides ready to get out there and get playing again. All lined up, ready to go. A whistle from Irina Petronok is all we need now. In the cotton candy uniforms, Lexington go right to left in their home black kits. Spokane going left to right. Will there be separation here in the fourth half of action these two teams have played? So far, neither team has been able to break through on the other. Sometimes you get a 0-0 game and it's super stale and nothing is really taking place. Both sides are keeping it cagey, are not taking any risks. That's not been the case in this one. Both sides have fired their attacks and it's just been withstood by the other team.
Well, in the beginning, we said it's going to take a special type of shot to get by one of these goalkeepers. They each have 3 clean sheets already this season. It's going to be a special shot.
Special shot or something that takes a deflection and puts the keeper in an unreasonable spot where you wouldn't expect them to make a save. Nothing half-baked. So there will be no tactical substitutions coming out of the halftime break. Both sides trotting out how they started. I think there's good reason for that. We saw a lot of players put in good shifts. I don't think there was anybody particularly that I would have been highlighting to think, all right, a change needs to be made there. I've seen some good plays from most of the players on the pitch so far.
And we've seen some good battles as well, some good one-on-one individual battles with players moving around just to be able to find the strength or weakness.
So how do these two teams change their approach here? How much do you change your approach? Because there's a lot to like if you're either side, but you want to find that little extra nudge you need. This one's ripped towards goal, but off target by Barry.
If you're Spokane and if Lexington's still going to play with that high defensive line, you've got to look to combo around it. Combo so you can get back and behind the defense while you're still staying onside.
What can they do moving forward here? Braun playing it out wide to Tucker. Tucker still carrying the ball forward. That one looks like it may have taken a glance off of Tucker, but then a last little touch. It's gonna be a goal kick. It looked like there's a little bit of a conflict of decisions there from the official, from the center official in the AR, but the decision is goal kick.
Spokane just needs to look to release this ball a little faster. There were some players open on the far post. They were doing a good job with their runs in.
Kat Asman will put this one back into play. They're gonna make her restart it from one of the corners. You'd think it'd restart from the other corner though, since that's the byline that the ball actually crossed out, but this is a situation where being nitpicky is ultimately irrelevant.
I wasn't sure if she was shifting where she was taking it from or if the official was having her shift where she was taking it from.
And another restart here for Lexington. My spidey senses tell me the answer to your previous question is that the ref designated it. And Tuso playing that one down the field. There's Amina Ekic. Into the 18 she goes. Ekic to the outside. That door was shut pretty quickly.
Yeah.
She has it again. Ekic steps in, still has it, and it glances off of Tappan. It's a corner kick for Lexington.
She's just so dangerous with the ball at her feet, and she's able to bring over 2 defenders, so she sees that double team. She does a good job at releasing it to one of her teammates, and then she gets the ball back.
You just hold your breath when she's got the ball at her feet inside the penalty area. And now it'll be an ICCU corner kick, your financial success fan club. First set piece of the second half. Headed back down the middle for a moment. Euler was able to clear it. Good work from Bourgeois there to absorb a little bit of contact. There's Schartz rolling it out to Pantuso. Slid in for Barry. Barry ushered to the corner. It's going to be a corner kick. You mentioned it with Ekic, but we're also seeing it there with Barry as well. Spokane doing a really good job of making sure that the moment one of these dangerous players gets their foot on the ball, they're having to face 2 defenders as opposed to 1, which of course offers its own risks, but so far it's worked out as we get another ICCU corner kick.
They're doing a good job with that gang defending, just bringing multiple players over, and they close down the ball quick.
Ekic on the service. And it'll be another corner, this time from the left flag. You keep getting set pieces, you're just increasing your chances of one of them connecting. This ICCU corner kick, the third one in a brief sequence of time for Lexington. Not a bad service! An even better save! Hope Heisey knocks it away. Mark plays it in the middle. It's tapped ahead. Here's Zierenberg. Zierenberg shoots, sailing over top.
What an excellent save here by Hope Heisey. Just a reaction save. And she's able to just stretch out, and notice she's still putting it far enough away so it's not a quick rebound. And this is the toughest thing about goalkeeping. Hitting the ground and then quickly getting back up for that second save.
This broadcast brought to you by Elite Minds. Unlock your mind, unlock your game. Visit our website today. Hefty collision here as that's some tumbling for Sarah Griffith. Looks like she's doing all right though. Another sequence where both sides having a good opportunity. Lexington with a handful of corner kicks. Hope Heisey though ready for the challenge, and then a quick counterattack opportunity for Spokane. That looked like a high boot. And it will be. Ekic seemingly apologetic. And she will get a yellow card. Just got the boot up and hit Sophia Braun.
Yeah, and honestly, luckily, that's not a red if it wasn't more contact. We've seen it happen before in the Super League where a player has left their foot up there in a reckless position for too long. Ekic was immediately dropping her leg down just to avoid as much contact as possible.
Euler running along that touch line, and it's deflected away. Fan scan now, and you will win one of 20 unique restaurant discounts. Thank you, Caruso's, The Burger Dock, Flatstick Pub, TT's Barbecue, Casa Tap House, IHOP, and Method Juice Cafe. Here's Kat Asman once again. McCain. Played it up ahead for Funk. She's knocked over, and a free kick awarded to the visitors. Jaskinek being called for the foul.
Nice to see her back in the starting lineup for Spokane. Yeah. She's done a good job tonight.
Ball sent up the right-hand side, and it made contact with Barry. And a goal kick now for Lexington.
Barry really has not had a lot of open looks tonight.
No, you're right. Spokane, last game, in a win against Carolina Ascent, did not like the way they played in that first half. That was one of the big messages, and I guess that was one of the prevailing thoughts from this team coming into this one, is that they did not want to start that game, or start this game like that one, especially at home. Very assertively wanted to be better, and I would say that they have been in this game up to this point. It's been pretty solid from both units. You know, you'd love a 2-2 game at this point in time, but usually when you get two high-quality teams playing against each other, it's going to look like this.
And we've highlighted both of the goalkeepers, but the other thing to look at, right, all the defenders are back behind the ball.
Ekic working inside. Not fully cleared away, and now more effectively knocked out of danger.
So the defenders are back behind the ball. As you see what just happened there, it's a lot of deflections. It's not even making it to the goalkeeper. So these clean sheets, 3 clean sheets for each squad, it really is a team defensive shared accolade that they're getting, right? I mean, both goalkeepers are amazing, don't get me wrong, but it's really that backline defense. They're not letting shots even make it to the goalkeeper's hands.
I don't think either of them are going to take any offense to that. I think
no,
those goalkeepers
not
will
at
be
all,
the first to tell you.
Yeah, they're high quality keepers, no doubt. But to have that many clean sheets this early in the season, like, it's a team effort.
Oilers cross was searching for Cook. An emphatic clearance on the other side, headed along to Barry. A 1-2 between the two of them, Barry and McCain. And they were trying to get Ekic running down the middle there.
That missed clearance could have been dangerous. Mac's not exactly happy there.
Mac Hemme, the man in charge for Lexington, taking over as the head coach this season. That was a rough collision.
And we play on.
Yeah. Topic of Mac Hemme, already ushering in a new era of Lexington soccer as Zierenberg is taken down. What's the decision from the official here? Pantuso on the challenge.
And we talked about Zurenberg just breaking through into the space, and that's really all that was left for Pantuso. Definitely a card here, no delay. I'm saying not a red card because there were so many other players, was not a dogso, was not denying of a goal-scoring opportunity there, which is why it's a yellow and not a red.
It'll be a free kick for Spokane here. As we get 2/3 of the way through this match. Nothing to separate these two sides. Ball floated up. Hold up the pitch nicely as McCain trying to feed Griffith along the touchline. That was certainly...
I'm pretty sure that was a dangerous play.
Yeah, a nest of things just happened there. The play will go on. Ouch.
A lot of deflections here by both defenses.
Ekic from the right corner. Taps it back. Ball sent over, looking for Griffith. And the offside flag has gone up. Zephyr fans, scan the QR code for your chance to win a $100 gift card to Rose Hours Supermarkets, official grocery store of your Spokane Velocity and Zephyr FC. Well, this one's been given away. Griffith. Oh, that's an excellent interjection. Just got the foot in. Now Griffith lifting it up, tapped down, took a couple deflections. McCain, that shot taken straight to the stomach. Now Griffith fires. That one also deflected. And I think it may have been a handball. It's just outside the penalty area, I think. A couple of cluttered opportunities for Lexington.
And that was almost a bad giveaway a few seconds prior by Spokane. Lexington unable to capitalize, but it just goes. I mean, how many deflections that Spokane defense just have in that series? The ball's not even making it to the goalkeeper. And I tell you, this is very lucky call that she is outside of the box.
Oh, that's so close. She's coming
that is
from
very
inside.
close, very close.
Off the arm of Reese Tappan. She did get a yellow for that, but here is a dangerous set-piece opportunity. I think she's heaving a sigh, though, that it's a free kick and not a penalty.
Oh, yep. That's certainly what you don't want to do in a tight game.
Now Fung and Ekic. Ekic takes the shot. The volley attempt. It's saved by Heisey.
Team defense, this is where it's at for Spokane. They are deflecting and getting in the way of every single one of Lexington's shots.
The collective doing everything they can.
And Ekic, with her left foot, she does like to go around the wall. She was aiming for that left side of the outside of the wall.
Fans, scan the QR code to vote for your favorite Lumberbeard co-branded can. The winnings can be sold in stadiums, will be sold in stadiums and select stores next month. Lumberbeard, your preferred craft brewery partner of USL Spokane. Game that's been so good that Christine worked 65 minutes in nearly, and no substitutions have been made.
Nope. And I didn't really see many tactical adjustments at halftime as well. I think both teams are sticking with their original game plans.
Wipeout there. Play will go on. Fung rolls it to the right. Overlapping run. It's sent in that direction, but getting there first is Tori Zierenberg. Collective defending. Everyone has to have their hand on deck.
Zierenberg working both sides of the ball today.
This will be an ICCU corner kick, your financial success fan club. Lexington, once again, pouring it on with the chances. Will they find that last little bit of quality they need? Service from Ekic.
Oh.
And Hope Heisey is on it again.
She may have cramped up after that one. But talking about, I mean, she comes out, she punches the ball. It hits the Lexington player in the back of her head, which could have been a dangerous deflection, but instead it goes right into Heisey's hands. Might have hit a Spokane back of the head, actually.
Yeah, I think that was Ali Cook that it bounced off of.
What's worse about, or the bad thing about cramps, is once you have them and you get them during the game, they're tough to get rid of. And especially with Heisey, as much jumping and contracting that she's doing with her muscles, it's something to keep an eye on for the rest of this game.
Hope Heisey, her second season with Spokane Zephyr. 3 clean sheets this season after being the goalkeeper of the year last year. It's been a fun day of Gamebridge Super League action, and this is how it all breaks down after everything else that's happened today, and with the active 0-0 scoreline here, a 3-way tie for second through fourth. Fort Lauderdale earning a draw earlier, so just a point, and they stay undefeated, by the way. Lexington trying to remain with Fort Lauderdale as the only other undefeated team left after DC Power FC were bested today by Carolina Ascent.
Such parity in the league this year.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I know it's only week 7, but man, I mean, you just never know right now who's going to be finishing in the top 4 for playoffs. And I know we're a long ways away, but when you're looking at some of these games, and since they are so close, 3 points makes a big difference compared to 1 point.
Zierenberg over in the left channel, trying to get by Bourgeois. But Alyssa Bourgeois victorious there in the one-on-one. Ripped out wide to Griffith. She'll have a go in some space. She steps inside, Griffith with the shot, and it's caught by Heisey.
Nice forward runs made there by Lexington. Griffith was doing a great job attacking that front foot of the defender.
I just want to add a finishing note to your thought about the league this year, which is that I look at the table and I see in the bottom 3, Carolina Ascent, the Player Shield winner, and then Tampa Bay Sun in last place, the reigning champion. You know those teams are very good.
Yes.
And so, I don't know if I would anticipate them being in that spot for much longer, depending on how results hold. But as you said, you're not getting any easy results anywhere.
And the biggest blowout of the year is Lexington on Dallas, and Dallas is certainly no weak squad at all. I mean, they brought back so many quality players, and for Lexington to put 6 up on them, just a complete turnaround compared to last season.
Got to stay on your game. Cannot let it slip at any given moment, or else any one of these teams are going to hurt you.
And Spokane found out the hard way last season because they were close making an end-of-the-year run and didn't make playoffs.
Every result matters. This one cutting inside! Great save from Asman. Ali Cook trying to pick out near post. Quick reaction from Kat Asman.
I mean, are you kidding me? What a reaction save this is. Point blank, 6 yards away, and she's able to get over and protect that near post. That's next level goalkeeping right there.
Here's an ICCU corner kick. Whipped in and over top of everybody. Tracking this one down. It's Jaskinek. Ball sent up. Not out of the woods yet. Griffith had the last touch. Second ICCU corner kick. Looks like that ball's on the corner.
All depends on what angle you're looking at it from.
That's true. The overhead view might not say the same story. Sophia Braun will acquiesce. Asman, did she keep that one in bounds? I don't think she did, but it doesn't really matter because it's going to be a goal kick as we get a trio of substitutions for the home side. Our first changes in the evening. We're 70 minutes through this one. So a reloading for Josh McAllister. Felicia Knox in for Jaskinek. You've got Shay Collins subbing on for Arissa Mart. And then we promised her at the beginning of the game, Lena Solano will now sub on. 3 goals this season. She'll come in for Ali Cook. Perhaps she'll be the difference maker, Solano. We've talked about how this game has gone back and forth, both sides with some good opportunities. Lexington seems to be just getting a slightly higher clip of chances. They're now at 15 shots to Spokane's 5. 5 shots on target to Spokane's 2. But it's still 0-0. Service knocked away by Sharts. Play's still going on, and now the whistle sounds. It seemed like half the players on the pitch knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, you're still going to play the whistle, though.
Yep. Fans, stay up to date with the Gamebridge Super League. Sign up for the Super newsletter. Get news about your favorite team and stories from around the league delivered directly to your inbox weekly. Sign up at GamebridgeSuperLeague.com/newsletter. This ball rolled ahead by Knox. Here's Solano. Shrugging off some contact from Barry, who puts her hands up. She's on a yellow card, so she's not trying to get into any unwarranted trouble. That's the other interesting side of this, is that we do have a couple players on yellows in this game, and I think it's a situation where both coaches have just liked what they've been seeing from the players. You don't want to sub a player out. Hannah Johnson, though, gets knocked over. Mac Hemi pleading to the 4th official.
It looks like she's already been knocked a few times.
Johnson, 22 years old, from Middleburg, Florida. Like the kicks, Mac.
We'll let him know next call.
Yeah.
Love talking tactics with him. He's one of those you could just sit there and talk X and O's all day with.
looks like he's about to make some changes here for the first time in the game. Assistant coach talking to our fourth official now. And a couple of players who are getting tended to right now. Always a fun atmosphere at One Spokane Stadium, and they've been waiting patiently to get some games here. Counting this one, 5 home games in the next 6 for Spokane Zephyr. It's been a long time coming. They have been going all around to start this season. You talk about teams knowing how difficult it is to come play at Spokane because of the travel, but that's the case for basically every single game on the road for Spokane up to this point. So August 23rd to now, so just a little over a month, Spokane Zephyr have traveled 15,851 miles.
Amazing.
That is a lot of airtime, and I hope they've been getting rewards.
Might be more miles than I've drum up.
So 2 changes will be made as Haley Thomas is walked off. I hope it's nothing too serious. We're also going to see Madeline Desiano sub on. So Hannah White and Shay Moore are in the game. And Madeline Desiano will also sub on. So a couple more tweaks for both units.
Let's see who has the best fresh legs right now.
So again, that's Moyer in for Fung, Barry out for White, and then, as you would imagine, Desiano subbing on for the ailing Haley Thomas. And all the changes will take place. McAllister with some new faces out there with those changes, looking to see if that can push the needle. Asman, long ball down the field. Knox, laying it up ahead. She'll have it once more. Trying to switch the point of attack, reaches the left-hand side. Collins slipping it through the middle. Solano couldn't get a lot on that one. It took a deflection, so it's a corner kick.
I'd love the switch of attack right there. I mean, what a great idea to get this ball switched over to the open players. And now this is a one-on-one situation right here. Shay Collins needs to go at goal.
They won't get a shot on target, but they do get an ICCU corner kick. Is it a set piece that'll separate one of these teams from the other? Ball trickles through. Desiano wafting it up. And that may have been a head collision. Immediate whistle from our head official, Irina Petronok, and for good reason. Always have to be careful with collisions up high.
And this is just 2 players going up hard to try and win that ball.
Looks like they avoided the...
They avoided head-to-head, which is always a good thing to see.
Zierenberg and McCain going for it.
But you're still going to get rocked, right? If you're McCain and you're not expecting to head the ball where you wanted to head it, you still get shaken up a bit.
It looks like Zierenberg is still being tended to here.
What a difference she has made today. I mean, she has been excellent. Both sides of the ball, getting down the flanks, making things happen.
A player that, as Josh McAllister put it, usually a player is a threat when they have the ball at their feet, or they're a threat by making runs and slipping behind that back line. But Zierenberg is capable of doing both, and is a player that can win both out wide and rotating inside. So just a multifaceted problem.
She really does it all. And we've seen her recover defensively a lot tonight as well.
Kemi.
You like the kits. I like the hoodie.
That is a nice hoodie. It is a nice hoodie. He's got a nice offensive team that's been trying to add variety to their attacks. He's liked the way this team builds up, not just today, but throughout the season. It's the question of what do you do from there that you've gotten yourself in a good position. He wants to see intention from his side in the attacking third. He didn't feel there was enough of that last time that they played Spokane. Another substitution readying for the home side. Looks like we'll see Ginger Fontenot at some point. And here she comes. So Tori Zierenberg, after going down, will sub out, and Ginger Fontenot will sub in. So that's the end of the evening for Zierenberg. As both sides will keep fishing for a late winner. Asman will run to this one and let it roll out of play.
The offensive side of me wants to see goals being scored. But honestly, both defenses are doing such a great job.
Hope Heisey said it at halftime. It was something that Josh McAllister emphasized going into the game. He wanted his side defensively to be compact, organized, and force Lexington out wide, because if they can slip in inside, it's going to be problems. And I'd say generally they've done a good job of keeping Lexington from getting to their most dangerous positions, as Griffith will run forward now. Tried to play it ahead, and Hannah White not close enough. Griffith has that one poked away by Desiano.
Oh, I like it.
Trying to sneak it through, but it's Hope Heisey on the receiving end.
Nice dummy there by Hannah White.
The Lexington throw as Hannah Johnson steps to it. I thought Hannah Johnson has had a great game tonight. Now, it's kind of hard to pick out any individual player, but has been really solid at any moment that her name's been called.
Final minutes here, and I feel Lexington has had more scoring chances, but I also feel with the travel and not being at home, they would be okay with a tie game and taking a point. I think it would be Spokane that would be more disappointed with not winning tonight just because they're at home.
Long ball lofted in, headed away as Heisey was trying to punch it. This is a little messy. McCain trying to hack it through. It took a deflection, so will go to the home side. Desiano lays it out wide to Fontenot and then takes some contact after the fact, and that'll make it stay with Spokane. Desiano up ahead to Fontenot. Cam Tucker take it forward, trying to split the difference between the two defenders.
And you can see how many Lexington players are in the box. Spokane is not sending their players up.
Tap in. Out to Desiano. Good find inside as they try to get more central. Lexington doing well to make those avenues down the middle difficult to connect. Solano back to Braun. Lena Solano. She'll whip it inside. Fontenot. Desiano with the hopeful pass inside. Had to be booted away by Schartz. Desiano between a rock and a hard place, trying to play it up to Fontenot. Johnson waiting until the whistle will be blown, drawing all that contact. Just absorb, absorb, absorb.
Yeah, we'll call the third foul.
Fontenot has some room to operate. Sliding up to head to Solano. Lena Solano trying to play it towards the penalty area.
That's good one-on-one defense by Pantuso in the back.
It's been a hard-fought affair between both sides. And although you could point to one or another statistical category, you kind of have to tip the cap to both teams and say that, barring any late-game drama, this is a deserved draw. Griffith. So advantage was being played, and then our head official decided that what was brewing wasn't worth the advantage to continue. Is there a late stunner here? Long ball from Schartz. That one had some heat to it. Nearly falling through to Bourgeois. Talk about a ripping service from Hannah Schartz. Prepare for takeoff. Desiano. Hopefully playing it ahead, but it's Lexington who receive. Had a late winner over in Carolina. Had 2 late goals in Brooklyn. That was scooped away. Solano playing up ahead. Knox. That was just lacking on the service. Playing it ahead to Tucker. reaching the 90-minute mark.
Who has gas left in their tank?
It has been a fight. And this half stoppage time is presented by Rosauer Supermarket. 6 more minutes. What will these teams do with that extra time? It was a 0-0 draw last time these two teams played a couple weeks ago. And it looks like it might be again the case unless we have some late game magic. Griffith back to McCain. McCain's ball pops down. Still in danger, now cleared away. Not fully though. And a shot off target. These two goalkeepers coming into the game tied for the league lead in clean sheets with 3, and looks like they're gonna stay tied here as they continue to push forward in the race.
And deservedly so. I mean, they've both had spectacular saves today.
Here in the second half, Heisey palming one away. And then a great twitch reaction from Asman right here near post. Eight total saves between the two of them. Much needed recovery there as Tucker has Fontenot running ahead. It's an ambitious pass. And now stepping ahead is Taylor Ulmer. Ulmer into the middle. McCain trying to traverse in traffic. Play will go on.
Oh.
It's a little bit too physical there as Bourgeois goes down. Contact with Collins. Another long service on the free kick. Headed along. It was Pantuso, but it's easy work for Heisey, and she'll run some of that clock out.
You just see the tired bodies across the field.
Catching a breath when they have the chance to.
It's a big pitch. Both teams have done well using that width, trying to stretch it as much as possible.
Euler, how about
move.
that? And it will be a free kick. Euler took a swipe there. It looked like she was going to overcome it for a moment. But a bit of a ripple effect as she took the swipe.
It's what I call the speed move, right? You put it by the defender on the right or on the left, and then you run around her on the right.
Talking about how exhausted these players are. Kelsey Euler's been running down that left-hand side. Still had something in the tank, though. Spokane's turn on a service. Headed straight up. Couple of nods on the ball before a foot reconnects with it. McCain playing it forward, hopefully. Sophia Braun playing it over the right-hand side. Good touch from Fontenot to play it in the middle. Desiano. Alicia Knox. playing it forward as we're almost to 95 minutes of the 6 tacked on. Knox into the middle. Pressure there from Shea Collins after the touch got away from her. Fans still got enough energy to give their opinions here at the 96th minute.
Home crowd did not like that call.
Another long ball. Yes. Both sides don't know how much they have the energy to be meticulous about their process. Swerving in. Ekic stepping into the middle. She fires, and that hits tap in. Former teammates. She blocks Ekic there, tap in. This one cleared away. Schartz will play it over to the left, and it's headed away by Desiano. It's all up to Irina Petronuk now. How many more moments are left in this game? Looks like they're setting up for the long throw from Hannah Schartz. She can throw it pretty far, but this is a tall order. Here it comes. It's a great throw. And it's headed along. Not out of the woods yet. And the final whistle sounds. 180 plus minutes, and neither Lexington or Spokane can score on each other. It is shutdown city between these two sides when they play, and this one was an excellent bout between the two.
It was a well-fought battle by both teams. Defense prevails. We knew and we highlighted the defenses and the goalkeepers for each team, and I tell you what, they stuck to their guns. They each get another shutout.
So great defensive work and some great goalkeeping, as you mentioned, Christine. Let's take a look at tonight's play of the match, brought to you by Modelo, the mark of a fighter. And when we talk about fighters, Hope Highseat. Talk about a fighter.
I mean, she's just able to fly and react to that quick save there, stretch out, and just keep it out of the goal. And more importantly, she even gets the second save.
Well, both goalkeepers get clean sheets, and we've got 0-0 for the final score here. Post-game thoughts are coming up next. We'll have a post-game interview and our final post-game highlights here after the break. We welcome you back for post-game coverage here. Games 1 and 2 between Spokane and Lexington, and 0-0. Well, we talked to one goalkeeper at halftime. We're going to talk to the other one here. We've got Kat Asman on headset here. Kat, thank you for joining us first and foremost. I want to give you the opportunity. You made some big saves in this game, but I know with a clean sheet, it's a team stat. Give some kudos to the way that the girls in front of you performed in this one to keep a 0 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, no, I mean, for our back line, am I talking? Am I good?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay,
You're here, yeah.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, no, I think obviously, like, it's what you said. For us, we really care about clean sheets. It's a team effort. It's all 11 players, everybody else that's on the bench, as well as all the people that you don't see that don't travel or don't dress with us. We're very committed to our defensive actions. It's been something that I think off the bat from Fort Lauderdale after that game, for us, like, we took that to heart. 3 goals against. We said we never want to do that again, and since that game, it's been a team effort to kind of go about trying to get these clean sheets each week.
What's next for this Lexington soccer club? Where do you guys see yourselves in a few weeks?
We see ourselves continuing to win, and that's what we talk about every week. Every week we put ourselves at the forefront saying we are going to win this game. We do what it takes. In training, we're all about us. We're about how are we going to improve, what part of our game needs to improve, and obviously we respect each one of our opponents that we play every week. This league is competitive. You play each other multiple times. As you've seen, like us in Spokane, it's been 2 clean sheets, 2 games in the last 3 weeks, and we respect all of our opponents. But point blank period, I see us winning. We have the capability to score. We've shown that over and over again. We have the capability to keep the ball out of the net. We have the chemistry to get these wins. It's early in the season. We're a new team. As you've seen, our roster's brand new, so we're still putting it together, but we're committed to keep winning.
Well, Kat, we appreciate your energy, and we're looking forward to what the next stage of this Lexington team looks like. Thank you for hopping on with us. Now go get back with your team.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys.
All right, let's take a look at the full-time highlights here between the two. Love the energy she's got there,
right?
Man. 26th minute, a lot of chances here between these two sides, but as she said, lots of clean sheets when these two teams meet. And it's not for lack of questions being asked, Christine.
Yeah, I mean, Zerenberg was just unbelievable today, and we see her ball just bent a bit wide here. But it really came down to the goalkeeping today, the goalkeeping and the team defense. Here we have Player of the Year going against Goalkeeper of the Year from last season, and you know what? They end in a draw as well.
It's all square and even when these two teams bout, no matter which way you cut it or look at it. Here is that save again from Hope Heisey. Fantastic work from the Spokane goalkeeper.
Play of the match right there.
70th minute, the action continues, and here's a great save on the other side. Kat Asman not going to be outdone.
Whatever you can do, I can do better, and it was just a goalkeeper battle today. Such quick reactions, quick reflexes, and the bottom line is another clean sheet for each of these teams.
I will say, Matt Hemme will look at that 19 shots, 5 on target, and think, maybe could have gotten 3 points. Meanwhile, Spokane, as you mentioned earlier, would have loved to get 3 points at home to start this home stretch. But even with the numbers looking as they are, it's a well-deserved 0-0 draw. Both teams take a point, and I think that these are two teams that are going to be in contention at the end of the year if they're going to play like this.
And the good thing, we still get to see them play against each other 2 more times.
Oh, yeah. This game will take place again December 6th, so mark your calendars. With that, though, this is where the end of our show will be for our entire broadcasting crew, including Christine Huber and myself, Mark Schoenster. We hope you have a fantastic night, and we'll see you when Cambridge Super League action picks back up again. 0-0 on Peacock. We'll see you next time.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.